there's got to come a point in time where a lot of the focus is going to be turned on head coach Ryan Nelsen and his staff, because I look at Carl Robinson, what he's done early on with this team, and then I say to myself, Ryan Nelsen has all the tools, all the weapons this year to succeed. Tim Bazbachenko, Tim Lewicki have given him everything. And to me, I'm watching that game Saturday, and as I spoke to Christian, I want to get your thoughts because you follow this team 24/7. I think he's still getting out-coached in certain situations.
I don't know. I mean, I look at their first half against New England, and I was actually quite pleased with the way that they were able to possess the ball. They were able to move it up the field rather quickly with some one-touch passes. Obviously, they were able to work it up and get an early goal. Then, for some reason, things broke down. Whether it was New England adapting and being able to counter, somewhat TFC was trying to do through the middle, or not. I'm not sure it's entirely on Ryan Nelsen, because if we look at the two goals, they were two fairly unusual sequences, both of them, one developing from a corner kick and the other obviously from a penalty kick. So really, when you consider neither of the two was essentially from the run of play, although the first one obviously was, as it came back from a corner kick. But I think you have to give Ryan Nelsen at least this year to see it out with.
Wow, Alf, I got to stop you there. You're going to give him the whole year with this amount of money that's been poured into this team, with this amount of hoopla before the season started to get into the playoffs. You're going to give him another year to possibly, maybe, who knows, miss the playoffs again and then say, well, we're going to bring in a new coach. I don't think you can do that to the fan base again, Alf.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can pull the plug on him right yet either. I mean, I think at 3 wins and 4 losses, I don't see a reason to pull the plug on him right now. I mean, I think if you're going to go into August and September and the team is continuing to struggle and it looks like it's on the outside looking in, then obviously you take a good hard look at your coaching staff and you say, well, let's make the move now before it gets worse. But I mean, I don't think you can make a change right now off of basically a couple of losses that have come on the heels of a pretty good start when you consider where they won. They won in Seattle, they won in Columbus.
Yeah, but they're dropping points at home, Alf, and the fans this year sold out every single game, want more than what they're seeing in the last 2 home games.
I completely agree, Anthony, but I don't see the point in making a change before even the mid-season mark. Who would you go out and get at this point anyway? I mean, you could only probably promote an assistant coach, and I'm not sure that that's that's the right way to go. I mean, I think that if you're going to bring this team to first of all to the playoffs, and then eventually to have some success in the playoffs, that you need to provide some stability throughout the organization. I think that's what both Tim Lewicki and Tim Bazbachenko have indicated from the start of the season.
I'd give him 15 games tops, Alf, and the 2 targets I would go after would be Bob Bradley, and I would go after a Toronto native, a guy that has produced world-class players playing for Team USA and under Jurgen Klinsmann. I'd go after Sasho Surowski, a Canadian, and a guy that has absolutely developed a ton of players. Those are the 2 I'd go after.
Well, they're interesting choices. Bob Bradley is obviously under contract right now in Norway. He just took that job, so I'm not sure he's ready to move again. But Sasha Surowski is an interesting name. I recall the name, obviously, from his days playing in the Canadian Soccer League many years ago. He went on to have a tremendous collegiate coaching career, and I know he's been very successful at Maryland. But is he ready to make the step up to a Major League Soccer? That's really the question. I just don't think that, at this point in time, that you can find a coach midstream and mid-season and be able to change the fortunes of the team. Only 7 games into the season. I really think that if this is their man, if this is the coach that they've set their lineup up for, then let him see it out. And if it's not working, obviously into August and September, when really the games do count essentially for playoff positioning, then I think you make your decision then.